Alright, what's going on guys? It's GCP here playing some Black Ops 4, and this will tie in directly with what I want to talk to you guys about today, and that is arcade fast-paced twitch shooters. And that's exactly what Black Ops 4 was. Now, of course, Black Ops 4 had its fair share of problems. There's no doubting that with the 150 health, the cheesy specialist. There's a lot of ways that you can die in this game that are kind of suspect as well, but not as much as Modern Warfare. And that's exactly what I want to talk to you guys about today. Will Call of Duty 2020 be or return back to that fast-paced arcade shooter that a lot of us know and love? Now, I know there are certain people out there, and I'm not, saying that you're wrong for liking Modern Warfare. There are people who enjoy Modern Warfare, enjoy that slow tactical feel. But I know the majority of people, like myself, enjoy more of the Treyarch style of fast-paced shooters. And lately, Infinity Ward has not done a great job of producing that. And to me, Black Ops 4 had a great mix of having all sorts of play styles be incorporated in this game mode. I mean, obviously, if you want to rush, you can rush. If you want to camp, of course, you can still camp. I think in any Call of Duty game, camping is always something you can do, but rushing is not so much. Now, in Modern Warfare, there are instances where you can rush, but are you at a serious disadvantage when you do rush? Absolutely. And that's one of the things that I think really made Modern Warfare such a difficult time for the rusher, and that's why a lot of the people who like to move around, a lot of the people who like to rush, really can't do that effectively without having that fear of somebody just mounted up across the map or somebody hiding in a building waiting to hear your footsteps as you come in. So a lot of that has to do with the way that Modern Warfare was set up and the way that it has allowed and encouraged actually a more tactical and a more slow-paced gameplay. As you have noticed in Black Ops 4, you can rush nonstop if you want to. I mean, there's a lot of open spaces. You guys don't see many doors. I mean, obviously, there's no doors. Everything is open. There's no doors to open. Everything is open in the map. And the maps also have those 3 lanes. Now, am I saying that every single map should be 3-laned in the next Call of Duty game? Obviously not, because then everything would just play the same. But the majority of the maps, I feel like the ones that flow the best are the 3-lane maps, and Treyarch does a fantastic job of that. Now, with Black Ops 4, again, like I said before, there's a lot of cheesy things in this game. The 150 health was something that I was upset by. The cheesy specialists getting killed by the war machine, getting killed by the dog, getting killed by a lot of cheesy stuff. Not only just the specialists, but like the operator mods. Obviously, I'm using a super cheese operator mod here myself, the SG-12 with the flashlight. There's the Mozu with the 1 headshot. I mean, there's a lot of very cheesy operator mods that you have in this game. But at the same time, what I want to highlight beyond that is just the ability to move. This game doesn't punish you to move. And that's one of the things that I am most looking forward to with the next Call of Duty game. If it allows you to move, if it's not slow paced, if it doesn't have the windows and doors, or I know there's going to be windows in every single Call of Duty game, but if it doesn't have as many doors, then we are on the right track. I think that's a good start, because that has slowed down that game so much. And I just think that mounting should be taken away from the game. Obviously, if you're set up and perched somewhere and you have no recoil from being in that position, like that's cheating. I mean, it's not really cheating, but it's super cheesy. You know what I mean? Like, that would encourage anybody to just sit in that spot and just wait it out. Wait for people to come by and just mow them down, because you're just sitting in that spot with no recoil versus somebody who is rushing around looking for people to shoot at. They're going to be at a huge disadvantage to that person who is already mounted up, already looking down their aim or ADSing in that line of sight, and you're an easy target for you who are just running around. One of the things that is a hot topic as well, and I've discussed this many times before, a lot of people have, is the skill-based matchmaking. Skill-based matchmaking, I honestly don't think it's going to be going anywhere, and that's something that I'm upset by, because I'm not a big fan of skill-based matchmaking, of course. I think all lobbies should be prioritized by connection versus skill or rank. If you do want to put skill-based matchmaking in the game, then of course make a ranked playlist, a separate playlist from pubs. But are they going to do that? I don't know. I hope they do. But that's one thing that I would like to see in the next Call of Duty game, for it to be toned down or for them to make a separate playlist and not include it in pubs. But let's just say they have thick skill-based matchmaking in the next Call of Duty game. If they do, but they get rid of the doors, they get rid of the loud footsteps, they get rid of the mounting and the excessive ADSing, being able to just stay in one spot and have that ability to camp and listen in to people who are rushing. I think the game would play a lot better, even with the skill-based matchmaking. That's just what I think, because one of the things that has been the most frustrating for me is not having that ability to move freely around the map. And that's one of the things that I actually enjoyed about Black Ops 4. Now, a lot of people are playing World War II as well. A lot of people do enjoy that game over Black Ops 4 because it doesn't have all that cheese. But again, one of the things that I personally don't like in a Call of Duty is streaks that don't put in the work. And I know you could have streaks put in the work with Blitzkrieg, but why would I need to put on a ribbon or a perk for me to be able to do that? Like, that should just be automatic. That just takes away from my loadout. I mean, I have to add that to my loadout to be able to have streaks going. Like, that shouldn't happen. That should just automatically happen. Streaks should already just be good without you having to do something like that. So that's just something that I disagree with in terms of World War II. Although the gunplay is fantastic, I'm not going to lie. World War II has some fantastic gunplay, and it can be fun in that aspect. But to me, if you go on streaks and long gun streaks, and you are able to earn those kill streaks or score streaks, and if those score streaks don't put in the work, then it kind of discourages you. I mean, that's one unique thing about Call of Duty that I really, really enjoy. That is very unique to any game out there. This is one thing that I think is kind of trademarked to Call of Duty as far as how its identity sets it apart from any other game out there, first-person shooter, is that you get these streaks. And if you have a Call of Duty game that doesn't have great streaks, then it's just kind of discouraging. It's just not as fun for me, and that's why World War II is something that's not as fun for me as maybe Black Ops 4 or a game that has better streaks. So that's my take on that. But hopefully, fingers crossed, the next Call of Duty game that's coming out this year will have great streaks, will have the ability for us to move around a lot more. But anyways, that's just what I think. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to hit the bell to be notified whenever I upload. And with that being said, this is GCP, signing off.